Whew, okay, it is the next day in London. My half marathon is in 2 hours-ish. I'm just running to Paddington Station so I can get in the tube and then hook up with my friend several stations away. I thought it was kind of cold originally when we woke up because it's a little bit damp in our Airbnb, but it's supposed to go to 15 degrees today, so I think shorts and a tank are going to be okay for the race. There's nothing worse than being in a race and wearing too much clothing, so I kind of know that with this rough temperature around 12, should be okay with a tank and shorts, but you always feel kind of cold starting off. Anyway, I feel pretty good. I did all my training runs for this half marathon, which is a rarity that doesn't usually happen. So I'm feeling pretty good. And also it's not an early race. I feel like most of my races have started like 6 or 7 in the morning when I'm on vacation. This one's at 9, which is great because we haven't been getting a ton of sleep at night. And last night we were able to actually do, I guess it was only 6 hours, but that's plenty. So I'm happy and I feel good. Okay, so we've made it out to Hackney Marshes, or we're headed to it. That's where we're going. This is my friend. His name is actually Alex, but I call him Ria because we know each other from
That's my stage name.
stage name. But then you have to go with full Rhiannon.
Yeah.
So we used to play World of Warcraft together many moons ago now. I guess it was like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. So he's kind enough to actually come out and run a half marathon here, which most people would do that when I'm going to be in town. So you're feeling like you didn't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
Ish. It's nice weather though.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be so much hotter, and I thought it was going to be wetter. So
yeah, it was supposed to be like 20 and sunny. No, thank you.
I think it's going to get warmer. But
By the time we finish. That's okay because we'll be so friggin' cold by the time we finish. Or cooling down. I always feel like I'm freezing when I finish a race. Do you?
Yeah. As soon as you sort of stop moving and the sweat just starts
Congeals?
doing its thing,
Yeah.
Like,
Great feeling. Anyway, hopefully we have good races, but we won't find out for another 2 hours from now.
well, 3 maybe.
Oh, you're not going to be 3 hours. Just finished. It was pretty slow for me. It was about 2:10. I was hoping for around 2:05, but didn't happen. It was a lot of uphill. Probably the most I've ever done. So it was fairly exhausting, but honestly, I'm just happy to do it when I'm on vacation. So now I gotta find Ria and his girlfriend, fiance. And this place is nuts. Thank you. Oh, you can do it! Okay, back from the race. I am home, well, at our Airbnb. Clearly look a little bit different. Where Julie and I are just gonna head for Sunday roast around the corner now, which is kind of nice. And let's see, after the race, my friend Ria and Gemma and I went for lunch, which was nice because I just like seeing them because I don't see them very frequently. As for the race itself, it was incredibly well organized, but I think it's too crowded of a race. They just let too many people run this thing. I think there was 22,000 people, and a lot of the roads that we were on in Hackney are quite narrow, so it was really cramped getting around people. And there's a lot of up and down too, so it wasn't my best time. It's somewhere around 2:10, which is quite slow for me, but hey, I'm just happy to do a race on vacation. So anyway, I gotta get out the door because we're going for Sunday roast now. Okay, had a bit of Sunday roast. It was good, although I am not a fan of the cheese sauce stuff. It was like, I guess it was cauliflower and cheese sauce. I'm pretty iffy on cheese, so I didn't eat that part. But it was funny because the woman came up and I was ordering the pork roast, and she's like, "That's a lot of food. Like, it's for generally 2 people." And I was like, yeah, right. And sure enough, when it came out, I was like, "This is a single portion. What are you talking about?" So devoured my Sunday roast. We went back over to Tesco's and picked up some squashies because Sam has gotten us on squashies and now we're obsessed. Got some more Jaffa cakes, finally found the actual cakes, really happy about that, and more double deckers. So it's only like 7 o'clock, it's Sunday night, and I think I'm pretty much just gonna end it here because I wanna go inside and have a glass of wine and pretty much just chill out for the rest of the evening. I am kind of beat, like you're always kind of brain dead tired after a race, but like my brain is not functioning. I just need to sit down and relax and not do much else. So that's gonna be it for Sunday. Oh, Sunday! Oh, we can't watch Game of Thrones tonight. It's the finale, and it won't air until 2 a.m. in England, and we're not going to be watching it at that time, so we have to wait until tomorrow evening to watch it. So I'm really hoping I don't get spoiled. Anyway, that's it for Sunday from London. I'll see you tomorrow. Today we're doing a full 13 hour tour, as the tour guide keeps reminding us.
Still here.
Yeah. He said it like 5, 6, 7 times to remind us that it's going to be a long day. But so what are we doing today? We're going to Windsor Castle, which is where we are right now, where the, well, that is pretty.
Really pretty.
I'm great at these angles. Where the Queen spends her weekends, and I think she's here right now even though it's Monday morning. They were saying that she spends more and more time here the older she gets, which makes sense. And then later on we're getting back on a bus, heading over to Stonehenge, and then we'll be going to Bath as well. We're done with our extremely long day, as our tour driver kept telling us.
It was though.
It was kind of long. We did a lot of things though, so we managed to get out to Windsor Castle, which was okay, kind of quick. And then we went out to Stonehenge. What did you think of Stonehenge? Because you wanted to go visit.
It was cool. It was short, like
it's brief. Yeah, I mean you walk around the rocks,
it was cool.
but it's pretty. We went out to what was next? Bath.
Yes.
Bath was cool. Yeah, not much time there, but we did go shopping at Primark for
that's
shoes.
What we do.
So I'm pretty happy about that. And then stop at a pub.
Yeah, stopped in Lake Hawk for fish and chips.
Everything was like an hour. Like we stopped for an hour and then drove for like an hour and a half.
It was good. And
now we've driven back to, I was gonna say Toronto. My brain's a bit mush. Back in London, and we're gonna go watch Game of Thrones. And we haven't been spoiled yet, and it's been tough because social media.
I deleted my Twitter app. It's a thing.
Yeah. We just kept accidentally opening social media and be like, oh shit, can't do that.
Bad.
So we're gonna go have a glass of wine, eat more squashies, and watch Game of Thrones.
Thanks, Sam.
I know, it's really all Sam's fault, but they're really enjoyable.
They're really good.
Okay, that's it for Monday in London. I have no idea what day it is now.
I think it's Monday.
Yeah, but like, is it day 4, day 5 of our trip?
Monday day.
Oh God. Bye.
Bye.
We are, it's hair dangling. We are way outside of the city. It took us a little bit of time to get here, but we're at the Warner Brothers studio tour in, I think it said Leavesden, just outside of London. It took us a while to get here. We had some train mishaps, but
it was perfect timing.
It was perfect timing. We got on the first bus, and now we're gonna go through the tour and see all the sets. They're so short. Okay, we just got done at the Harry Potter Warner Brothers studio tour, and
That was amazing.
it was really good, much better than the LA one.
Mm-hmm. And there were no crowds.
Yeah, we managed to like skirt ahead. We got in at the earliest time slot, which was around 10 o'clock, and there were a lot of children, but we moseyed on quickly ahead. So, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. The sets were really good. The lighting is perfect in a lot of it too.
Really
so
good photo ops.
yeah, especially if you can get ahead of the crowd, because then you don't have to worry about people kind of running around behind you.
Yeah.
The only thing that was a little bit short, I feel like, was the Forbidden Forest.
That was weird.
Like,
we had to wait for it to open.
Yeah.
That was like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but
It was
then
dark.
But then it was so short. I'm like, okay, move, keep going.
Yeah.
But
Also disappointing was the butterbeer.
oh, it was
piss poor.
bad.
It was trash.
I mean, we had a really good experience in general, but the two things that stuck out were definitely the butterbeer.
If the worst things we have to say are butterbeer wasn't good and the forest was short.
Yeah, true.
Pretty good trip.
The LA one definitely had better butterbeer.
Yeah.
So does Stormcrow Manor in Toronto, by the way.
Yeah,
All right.
come visit.
What are we doing now? Shopping?
We're gonna go to the mall.
The mall that we should have gone through a few days ago.
Yeah.
All right, we're headed out to Stratford. Bye. Okay, so I don't normally do this, but we did a ton of shopping just now at Stratford Mall.
Stratford City,
Westfield. And I bought a ton of clothing. It was ridiculous. Julie's just sitting over there. I don't normally buy this much clothing because I find it exceptionally irritating to buy. I hate trying on stuff. But the UK, for whatever reason, has a whole bunch of shops that I love because the clothing tends to be more colorful. So there's a lot of neon in here and white, which is another color I love to wear. So I thought I'd show you what this stuff looks like. I've never done this before, so bear with me. Okay, first, Primark. I actually got this yesterday. We were in Bath, and I needed a pair of shoes for a dress that I haven't shown you yet. But Primark has incredibly cheap shoes, and I found these gold ones for £6, something like that. I'm not usually one for tassels, but it looked cute on, and it goes with the dress, so I got these. And then since those were so cute and quite comfortable, I got another pair of flats that are a little bit more, less bejeweled, I guess you could say. These are orange, there's just a little bit of a twist here, which I like when flats have something interesting on the end of them. I think this one was also, yeah, £6. Okay, next up is River Island, which is another brand that I always really liked because every time I looked in the window of the store, it was always colorful. Now, I haven't shopped in there in like 5 or 6 years because I haven't been back to England since then. And I'm not sure if they ship overseas, but I even wouldn't purchase it that way because I want to be able to return something if it doesn't fit, and I'm not paying for shipping back to the UK. So River Island had a whole bunch of things. First one I think I saw was this neon top that's got kind of, I don't know, it's pleated. And I'm a little bit suspicious of how much is going to not be pleated after I put it through the washing machine. And I don't really want to have to iron it. But I like it because it's sheer and it's neon. It's quite large. I got a size, I think it's a UK 10, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because I'm more like a US 10, and I think a UK 10 is closer to a size 6 American, which is not me at all. But anyway, this is the one that fit the best. It's kind of slants down in the back and just kind of flowy overall. Okay, next up is this sky blue shirt, I guess. I like kind of when it's a bit looser in the waist, so it doesn't feel like it's too form-fitting, especially if it's something that I'm more likely to wear to work, which is what this shirt kind of is. It's kind of neat because it's got big baggy sleeves, but it's got a slit there so that you're not always like just showing your bra off. And this is another UK 10, which the sizing is strange to me, but anyway. So it just has a little bit of a drop in the back with a string. And I got this in pale blue as well as a mustard yellow color, because if I find a top that fits nicely, I buy it in all the colors that I can. Well, I say that, but they also had a black and an orange, and I was like, okay, calm down. You're already spending enough money because there's plenty more clothing to come. So same idea, same sleeves, and the little slit at the back with the, I called this a string before, it's just a little button. So yeah, interesting color for me. I don't think I've ever worn mustard anything, but it seemed pretty. And then next from River Island, and lastly from them, is this sequin top that makes a lot of noise if I move around. This is a size small. Again, I don't get the sizing here. This was quite expensive. I think it was 45 or 50 pounds. With the conversion, it came out to 80 Canadian, which was a little bit, but I like buying clothes on vacation because it feels kind of special, and I can't get anything like this at home. And what's neat about this is that the sequins are white up here, and then they kind of fade into silver, and then they're white again at the bottom. It's loose fitting, kind of drop armpits. I don't really know what that style is, but yeah, really like this one. All right, next up is one item from Monsoon, another shop that I discovered years ago because the colors were so vibrant. I only got one item at this place, even though I wanted to buy 3 because Monsoon prices were a lot higher than I was expecting. This one I think was £35. So this one is a size medium. The small did fit, but it felt a little bit too uncomfortably tight, so I wanted something a little bit looser for this. It's got some neat kind of embroidery at the top. It's just a braid, really. But at the back, it's got this kind of cutout thing going on. I mean, I'm wearing a crossback bra right now, so it's kind of interfering with it. But I bought this in this tan color, and then they had a black and a white as well, and I almost snatched all of them up, but that would have been almost 200 Canadian, and I was like, okay, no, this is ridiculous, especially for just like a t-shirt top. So I opted to just get one in this sort of like tan champagne color. Okay, and lastly we have this store called Monkey, which Julie introduced me to. I have never heard of this store before, and then we walked in, and again, the colors were just interesting. There was a lot of pattern stuff, which, well, Julie's drawn towards. She's sitting over there, I just keep referring to her. But I like a lot of the solid neon colors, so I bought a whole bunch of stuff there. Okay, so first one I grabbed, neon sheer mesh kind of top. I used to have a friend in my 20s who had something similar in a white, and I always wanted something like that, but I could never find it. So I found it in a neon pink. Obviously you have to wear this with a tank underneath. It's just a sheer top, but it's a lot of fun. So I got it in pink, And I bought it in a black because why not? They also had a leopard print, but I don't really wear animal prints, so I didn't pick that one up. But if they'd had it in every color of the rainbow, I 100% would have picked it up because I think it was only 20 pounds, which seems to me very cheap because the material doesn't feel cheap either. There's some stuff that's quite sheer that feels like it's just going to snag and tear. And this might snag, but it doesn't feel like it's going to catch a nail and like completely rip in half. So really enjoying this, and it's kind of bringing me back to my late teens, early 20s when I tried to dress goth, but never really achieved it that well. So this is kind of filling that void for me now. Okay, and the next two are skirts, which, oh no, you can see all the junk on the floor. This is horrible. This is not something I do. So, okay, I got two skirts, both are green. This one we saw at another Monkey, but they didn't have my size. This is a 42, I guess European, so maybe that's an American 12, not really sure. Anyway, I like it because there's front pockets right here. There are none in the butt, however, which is a little bit irritating. But it's just, I love how bright it is. So this was really fun. And then this is the other skirt. So this one is more of a mini that I'm not used to wearing. It's not that much higher off my knee, but still more minuscule than I'm used to. But again, bought it because it's neon green and I wasn't going to resist this. No pockets, which is a dang shame, but I can't resist anything neon. And neon is back in style, so I'm picking so much stuff up here. Okay, the very last thing I got was from H&M, and it's the dress that I'm wearing. We're going to a high tea tomorrow, actually, on Wednesday, and I forgot to bring another dress to wear that's a little bit more nicer and not so, I don't know. I brought a black dress, and it's pretty, but I wanted to wear something different, so anyway, bought a new dress. It is gorgeous, and I can't really get all of myself in the shot here. Oh, I can't, sort of can. So it's basically like a Grecian goddess dress. I mean, Julie called me like Athena when she saw me in it, so I was like, okay, I'm good with this. Athena, right?
Athena.
Yeah. So I don't normally go for dresses that have this sort of like elasticized waist thing because generally they tend to hit me right under the chest and it just looks like all boobs and then like a parachute skirt, and it's not a good look. This one actually happened to hit at my natural waistline, which is right here, and it hugs my hips, so it just goes down from there without adding too much bulk. So I liked how this one came across, and then there's this little like, I don't know, gold beading in the back, which is what the gold shoes are supposed to go with. So yeah, this was everything that I've picked up so far in the UK. I'm scared to do any more shopping because this was a lot. This is probably more than I have done in even a year and a half, 2 years even. I just don't buy clothes that regularly. So I'm pretty excited with everything I got, but I've got to stuff it in my suitcase now. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. I'm not sure what we're doing for the rest of the evening, but that's it for now. We need to talk about the meal we just had. What was it called?
Jalepi.
So we were going to other restaurants and trying to get in and everything was too booked up. It's a Tuesday night, by the way, at 8 o'clock.
Apparently a hot night.
And we finally just settled on this Greek place because we're like, whatever, just go there.
Where are we going?
Up here and then turn right.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
Apologies.
And we got in, it was crowded. I'm like, okay. We sat down.
It was like
and,
homey crowded though.
Yeah. And it's probably the best Greek food we've ever had in our entire life.
It's the best Greek food. Sorry, Greektown.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danforth. It was the best.
Sorry to the Danforth, specifically.
Specifically to the Danforth.
And what was funny was that she's vegetarian, and when we got in, the menu says...
The menu was all meat. All of it was meat, and there was one dish for me that was called vegetarian dish. So I was like looking at Shell, I'm like, fuck, I'm living on, oh, I swore.
That's fine.
That's it. I'm living on potatoes and rice, it's fine. And the vegetarian dish was a rice stuffed, 2 zucchinis and a pepper, and it was phenomenal. Like
chef's kissed.
So good. We also drank a bottle of wine, which was...
Sure. So we've all we had hummus, which was the best hummus I've ever had in my life.
Best
Greek salad.
of all time.
And then you had your vegetarian dish,
It was so good.
which thank God it was good. And then I had random chicken kebab. I've never had Greek food that's been this good.
No,
Not ever.
never.
So we're pretty pleased
End
right
of
now.
story.
Yeah, just want to rave about this place called Haleppi.
Haleppi.
There we go.
Okay, bye.
Go there, bye. Okay, it's our last full day in London. We're leaving tomorrow morning at the crack of friggin' dawn.
Too early.
Way too early.
What were we thinking?
I think we thought we were being efficient, and now it's a lot of
we just
regret.
keep moving things out.
But today we're going right now. It's about noon-ish, and we're heading towards high tea, but it's the Mad Hatter's Tea
Mad
Party?
Hatter's Tea Party.
Tea Party. There we go. But God, where is it again? You know where we're going.
We're going.
lost
It's
track.
at the Sanderson Hotel.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know what that means, but it's near Oxford Circus.
So someone recommended this to us when we were looking for things to do in London. So we decided to do it because we've done a lot of Alice in Wonderland themed things in the last year.
Halloween was.
Halloween. Then she fell in New York.
So this is like our new thing.
This is our new thing. We just follow and do Alice in Wonderland things. So, oh yeah, and I went to the Alice in Wonderland ballet
Right.
too. So
Yeah.
it's been a year of Alice in Wonderland, really. So anyway, I've never done an actual high tea before, so this should be a lot of fun. We've done a lot of shopping in the last few days. I have spent a ton of money on clothing and makeup and now perfume. We were just at Liberty London and I had smelled this perfume on Dominica from, you might have seen it the vlog on the first few days, and I was like, what the hell are you wearing? Anyway, it turns out it's called Molecule 1, which I've heard of before via YouTube, but I've never smelled it on anybody, and honestly the hype about it kind of died out over the years. Anyway, I could not stop smelling her throughout lunch together, and I was like, okay, but you need to tell me what you're wearing. So she told me what it was. It's Molecule 1. I picked it up today, and the scent is so intoxicating. I ended up buying Molecule 1. Julie got Molecule 2, which smells like Molecule 1. It's on the like inner corner of my arm. It's kind of, to me, it smells a little bit aquatic, actually, even though the notes don't seem to indicate that whatsoever. And Molecule 2 is a little bit more, what'd you say was in it?
Amber.
Amber, it's warmer, it's quite sexy. It smells delicious on Julie. We keep sniffing each other, really. It's become quite a thing. So I picked up a full freaking bottle of that, like the largest size that they have at Liberty London. And then bought some bras at Marks & Spencer. I hate buying bras. Truly hate it. It is just one of my least favorite things to do. I first of all don't like spending money on clothes, so that's my number one problem. And number two is just, I hate, you're in the dressing room, nothing fits right, you're always squirming around, usually you start sweating, or at least I do. And bras are expensive, in North America they seem to be. So Marks & Spencer seems to have inexpensive but good quality bras, so I bought 3, which, you know, if you're in the UK and you need some bras, just go for it. Because really they're like, I would say half the price of what they are in North America. At least at Victoria's Secret anyway. So anyway, this was our last day in London. We might be going for dinner tonight, not quite sure. We're still kind of full from the Mad Hatter tea party that we went to earlier, which was very cute, by the way. It's a quiet location in a hotel, and it was just a lot of fun. Really, really unique to do. So we got to finish packing because we are leaving at the frickin' crack of dawn tomorrow. It's like, I don't know if it's 5 a.m. we have to be on our bus, but it's horrible. 5:15. And then we're heading to Galway. So we're flying into Shannon, taking a bus up to Galway, and then spending 2 nights there before heading to Dublin. So we gotta check our bags and make sure that they're not overweight, which I'm kind of figuring that they're going to be at this point in time because I've bought so much stuff. Anyway, that's the latest update for Wednesday from London. Okay, so Taco Wednesday coming at you from London. It's our last, we're done here. Like, we're moving out tomorrow. We're moving out.
We're moving out in 7 hours.
We're moving to Ireland in a few hours. Yeah.
I live there now.
So Taco Wednesday at Lupita. I do not recommend it.
No.
No, the guacamole was tasteless. Could not taste any avocado. I got attacked.
Outtakes.
That's one of those, but that's one of those, I was attacked in London by a monster bug or something. Clickbait, yeah. Yeah, guacamole was tasteless. Ordered a second drink that never showed up. Had to ask for table water even though they'd already put out glasses for water. What was the other issue? Oh yeah, didn't actually provide us with our guacamole until we asked for it when our dinner was served.
And they were like, yeah, of course, that's coming.
Yeah, so do not recommend it. My tacos were good though.
Oh, mine were good too.
Yeah, and you tried seitan for the first time.
It was great, but also not the best service.
No, bad service.
If you mess up guacamole, then what are you? What are you?
Not good. So anyway, walking through Hyde Park, just heading to our Airbnb. Gonna end it here because we have to go to bed early because we're up at like
I'm already asleep.
4 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
4 a.m. Grossest time of the day, by the way.
It's not great.
If you're waking up at 4 a.m., it's disgusting. If you're going to bed at 4 a.m., also disgusting. It's no good.
Yeah, that's the worst time ever.
It really is.
It is.
All right, we're done in London. See you tomorrow. Probably from almost Ireland.
Yay.
Where we'll be in there. Bye.
Bye.